I just learned a lot of new things today.
Yeah, 20 years doing it.
Yeah, 20 years doing my own show, and I never knew how to run a board.
Yeah.
I just learned a couple of things. I learned all these new, Jim Selania.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jim Selania. Let me slow that down, turn it down, bring it down.
Hit it off.
Bring it down, turn it off. All right, good. There we
There
go.
you go.
Jim Selania had one of the best boards ever made in WFNZ history. And he had a board like this, but it probably had over 5,000 different sound effects. And he would punch in numbers, and he could memorize these numbers like they were just like in the back of his brain. And he'd push a button, he'd get, whatever it was, just like this. He'd get crickets, he'd get applause, he'd get...
You're really into that.
No, this is fascinating now.
He's a pro now.
Right, so when you say something funny... Or not.
Wow.
Right.
Well, Table Talk today with Frank Garcia. Frank, good friend, superstar. You got a ring? I forget.
I do.
Yeah.
I have several rings.
Yeah.
Several wedding rings. Several. I have a national championship ring. I have an NFC championship ring. And unfortunately, I don't have the Big Daddy, which is the Super Bowl ring. Got multiple state championship rings, in football. But... That's about it.
I asked you if you ever met a cheerleader, and you said, what?
I have a child with one.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
yeah, she was a Hornets cheerleader.
I forgot that she did that.
Yeah, she was an NBA cheerleader for, I think, 5 years.
How'd you meet her?
I met her through a friend at the radio station, and I thank her every day for my son, but I also beat her up every day for what I had to go through. But... that's a long story.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about exes.
For another show.
My ex called me up one day and asked me for money. I was like, what?
Is that all? Mine asks me for money all the time.
Yeah.
I still give my first wife money.
Wow.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been divorced with her for 15, 16 years.
Well, how do I get money? Shit.
Well, you have enough money. You'd be giving everybody else money.
Well, listen, I'm glad to have you today because we got a lot going on. We got couple things we're going to talk about the Panthers, which you know very well. What happened? I mean, but just so you know, I have season tickets.
Yep.
And I still got 0 for them this weekend. I had to give them to somebody again. So it's still the energy level of the...
Are you putting them online to try to sell them?
Well, I do. And then at the end, I'm like, okay, Max gone twice. Like, hey, you help me out at my house, I'll give you my tickets. Right?
Oh, so you ended up being generous and giving them to your friends.
But the Dallas game and what's the other, Bills? No. I told my friends I'm getting 500. I'm getting something.
Did you get something for them?
500 apiece. What you get taken out goes back to your teasing. But
yeah.
But when is that level of excitement after what I saw going to happen? Like the Rams, how many people do you think were there? I didn't go.
I wasn't at the game myself either, but I did watch the entire thing on television, and it shocked the world. I mean, we were 10.5-point underdogs, and I think the biggest spread of the weekend, going into that, and just coming off of a loss before to the Bills, nobody expected that. This stretch, if you were to ask most people, Ron, I think in the last 6 games, how many games they would win, I think the over and under would have been on, 1. They would have won 1 more. The Vegas would have probably set the line at 2, knowing that there was 6, and if they hit 2, then everybody would break even, and Vegas still wins. But nobody expected them to beat the Rams for sure. The Rams were as hot as anybody, just coming off of a big victory themselves, and coming into Charlotte, being 10.5-point favorites. The Panthers played about a perfect game and really did about all the things they needed to do. They scored a defensive touchdown. They got another big turnover on defense, 2 big turnovers where the Rams were going in to score. And,
we didn't have J.C. Horn either.
And we didn't have our full arsenal, but we had some really good players step up. And it's this secondary right now is starting to sink a little bit, and they're playing some good defense against the Niners. They had a couple of big turnovers, with Brock Purdy, and had put themselves in a position to win. Unfortunately, the offense didn't hold up their end of the bargain, and this time they did. The offense played very well. Bryce Young made some really timely throws. He stepped up in big moments. The Panthers, with Bryce Young, this is a nice little stat for you, have the most fourth quarter comebacks, of any team in the NFL.
Wow, good to know on the.
It's good and bad. It's good. Yeah, it's good and bad.
Get some good odds.
Yeah, it's good and bad to know because it means one thing is that Bryce is capable of leading his team for game-winning drives, and 2, they're always behind in the fourth quarter. So Those are the positives and the negatives with that.
Well, back to the original question with the Charlotte Hornets and the Panthers who have tickets. When do you think the excitement level is going to be? Brent's going to call me up and go, "Hey, you have 2 Panthers." Like, when's the excitement level? Like the Bills game,
That's a great question.
The Cowboys, they all did it. Like they all called me up and said, "Hey, you got tickets, right?" But the Rams, Charlotte, which is great, they got Matt Stafford. They're nobody.
Yeah.
Crickets. Get the crickets.
Well, crickets. Let me see. Which
I think it's that pink. No. There you go.
I knew it was one of those 3. There,
Right.
It's the orange button.
10 a.m.
Orange button. Crickets.
Who can I call to get my tickets? And I'm like, well, Max, this is the second time I'm getting tickets, but you got to do some stuff for me down the road.
Yeah. So you're pay for play, right?
Well,
you work for me. I'll give you the tickets.
Just help me out a little bit. He did put my paintings online that didn't sell.
Paintings?
I have some paintings that artwork that I'm selling.
Are you drawing them yourself?
No, it's like $5,000 a piece, and I tried to get Renee to sell them. She's a little. She don't want to work that hard for money. So actually, Max put them on Facebook.
I find that hard to believe. Renee worked very hard for you.
My one friend accused me of selling his art. Like, we don't want to name NASCAR driver. We don't want to name his name. But
you're selling art.
So he's saying, I'm like, I never got any art from you. He's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, no, I never did. I wanted to.
Are you commissioning these people who are selling?
Yes, but the problem is...
What's the commission? I'll sell it.
What the commission is whatever.
Free tickets to the Panthers games.
Right. Well, the Hornets, you want to go to the Hornets game? That's that's a good. But the moral of the story is I could get it for the write-off, but I don't know how we got to this art stuff. But
because it's interesting. That's something that I would never have thought that you had that you were selling. And this is a great opportunity to be able to promote that. So you're not thinking about things the right way.
Well, think about on the
you're marketing right now to the free world of millions of people that follow.
We have a lot of people following. But listen, I have some art that guaranteed it's on the back of what I paid for it. $6,000, $5,000.
So you're just selling for face value.
I'm trying to get anything. I'll be honest with you. I'd give obviously, if
any famous
a date, art? Maybe I don't know.
What? So you're trying to give it away? So you need to find.
Hey Lisa, just so you know, I'll give you a piece of art if you go on a date with me.
It's $6,000. It's $6,000, but it's really not worth anything because nobody wants to buy it. So,
well, if you try to find a piece of art, abstract or landscape or whatever. So I have a piece in my house named Jamali. And Jamali's a famous artist who draws faces. You wouldn't know it by looking over my fireplace, but that piece is worth some cash. My point is, I thought I could get something for it.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to get something, but Max actually put on Facebook.
On Facebook,
right.
Not Messenger, Facebook
Marketplace.
No offers. Yeah, no offers yet. So
you're selling to the wrong crowd. Nobody on Facebook's going to want art. You have to go to like specific spots,
right.
like the Mint Museum. Whoever follows the Mint Museum. I'm sure there's thousands of people here in Charlotte.
Sounds like you're hired.
Yeah, you're going about this the wrong way.
You're
going to market to the right audience.
You know what we should do? We should give a piece of art away, like that I have, or like for the.
For your 1 millionth follower?
Yeah, or something.
Or subscriber?
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Behind here. Like next show, if I remember, I'll bring the art and I'll put it right here so they understand what I'm talking about.
That's perfect. Now you're marketing yourself to your people.
Right.
And that they would want to buy that.
It is funny, though.
I want to buy a piece now.
I think, Frank, one thing
especially I know it's so discounted.
One thing about you, I know for a long time, you'll work to make money.
I will.
And so whether it's the car dealerships or whatever it is, you'll hustle. Well, the thing about it is I have a lot of people out there that say they want to make money. So like a server came up. Say, you want to make money? Sell my art.
Right.
Justin, he moved to Los Angeles. So my point is, if you want to make money, if that's art. So Max I love. Max McLaughlin, race car driver. Great guy. Funny as hell. I said, hey, I tell you what, I'll give you Panther tickets. Give me $100 for my $1,000 tickets. And he goes, okay. And he put them up.
Do you know what the key to really successful people is, Ron? And you're a really successful person. It's not work harder. It's work smarter, right? I mean, we only have 24 hours within a day, right? You have to figure out how to use those hours to make the most amount of your money. right? And the people that are really wealthy, the people that are really smart, learn how to get the residual income coming, but they also learn how to work smarter. And that's the one thing I've learned in my elder years is how to work a little bit smarter. I don't have to do all the work. I don't have to go and do the manual labor and things like that. If you figure out a way for other people to work that where you could pay them and, kind of trickle up.
Okay, I'm going to ask a question. Brent, you too, okay? How much do you think, I think about it every time I go down a toll road, right? And I see traffic, Gilliard Road, all the way to Gilliard, right? Mm-hmm. How much am I worth an hour, right? So I'm sitting there going, fuck, I'm worth, I think at least $200 an hour. Like if you...
Like just walking around every hour, you're worth more than that.
But I'm just saying, say $200 an hour. So that $5 that I got to pay every quarter.
Now you're at $195.
Yeah. So, I think you value yourself at a certain price. And that now whether you...
I've never really thought of my life like that.
But like if you like my hat
I'm worth how much an hour?
I should be making a lot more, is what you're thinking.
Yes.
Maybe I'm worth more now, but I'm saying that when I go down a toll road, what is your value to that? Or are you just, I have a hat cheapskate, so are you just a cheapskate?
Well, not everybody can afford going down the $5 toll road. So, that
no, but I think your
different.
time is money. So what
Absolutely.
is that? Your life is money. Sitting there stressed out. How much?
I see what you're saying.
How much did it take going down the toll road?
How much are you making versus saving versus spending?
But your heart rate, everything else that goes along with this,
it's quality of life.
And you're watching people fly by. I don't know what they do. I wave at them.
I think for me,
Hey, sorry. Hey,
you're
you want
number
some
one.
art? You want to make some extra money on the toll road? Sell my art. There you go. I mean,
you too can be driving down the toll road.
So
if
it goes
you sell
back.
this art.
Okay, let's go back to this, Brent. I'll ask you, what do you think you're worth an hour in a day, like in life, 24 hours?
Oh gosh, I think it's. Time is priceless, right? You can't get. It's one
Right,
thing you
so-
can't get back.
Right.
So it depends on what your quality of life is, really. That's what you have to determine.
I want to re-ask the
I don't know
question.
if there's a value that
Okay.
I put on.
I
it.
think he's looking for a number here from you, though.
You too, Brent. Brent, you too. What do you think? I said 200. Probably light.
You're well light on that.
But I'm saying that's how I don't know how the toll road. But then I figured if I need extra money, I'll get.
Well, let me ask you a better question. If you only realized you had, let's say, a year to live, how much is that time worth? Right. Your number is going to go up in incrementally. It's going to go up tremendously.
Yes.
So you're putting a
age.
value on something that's invaluable. Right. Time is invaluable. You're never going to get that back. So you have to determine for yourself what quality of life is, and that's the way that you go about your day. If you know that you have nothing going on and you need some time to decompress, I don't mind sitting in traffic.
What time do you wake up?
If I have somewhere to go and it's going to stress me out, and I'm going to.
Did you take toll road today or not?
I did not. There was no traffic. There wasn't much traffic.
Gilead Road, baby.
Yeah,
maybe.
I have taken the toll road many a time.
But do you think it says $5? You think about it.
When I know that if I don't get home, my girlfriend is going to beat my ass, then I'm taking the toll road, right? Because it's worth my life.
When you said you've already left, but you haven't left yet, you're taking the toll road.
Hey.
I know I can save 20 minutes by going on the toll road where
Listen.
I can claim I was sitting in traffic, right? So I know how much time I have.
You did it to me today, so I'm stressed out. I bought these new parallel bars that you can do up and down, and I'm doing this
At the
thing.
house?
At the house.
Nice.
Yeah. Got Todd there. I gotta go. I'm doing weights, trying to get it done, and got Renee over there. And by the way, Renee if you come over, if I have a conversation with you, she's chirping to Todd like Todd. I'm talking to Todd, but she's talking to Todd. I'm like, Renee, you sit over there and just let me talk to Todd for a minute. So we got these new parallel bars, and Calvin said that. Calvin, the guy that put the parallel bars together. You know what parallel bars are?
Like the gymnasts use, but you use it to walk around.
Yeah, but I'm
the house.
using it to do
To get around.
step-ups.
Yeah.
Right?
Or to work out.
So, this is a funny story. So Calvin puts this stuff together. He goes, man, I can't believe they brought the wrong screws to this thing. I'm like, dude, they didn't package this thing with the wrong screws. You might have a screws loose.
Right, you might have put the screws in the wrong place.
So Todd gets over there and goes, who put these screws in? I'm like, Calvin. He goes, man, they're all messed up.
Well, see, for me, that's something I want to pay for, right? I'm not going to spend my time because I know one of two things. Number one, it's going to frustrate the hell out of me. And number two, I'm not going to do a very good job.
I can't, obviously, with my situation, but
yeah. I'm not going to do a good job. So that's worth money for me, right? I'm going to pay somebody to do that because my time is not going to be spent getting frustrated and doing something that I know is going to make my day worse. I want to spend my time, trying to make my day better, making other people's day better. So I'm going to pay for that. That's the value I put on time.
Well, I had a thing at my house. When was it, Brent? Last
Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was a Friendsgiving, and that makes you realize who you got in your life.
Oh, gosh, Ron, you're so blessed. We all are. I mean, the fact that we woke up this morning and we can start every single day thanking God for that, for sure.
Right.
And then you look around and, we think that, we have all these friends, and we do. It's nice to have acquaintances that like spending time with you. But, at the end of the day, there's a couple songs out there that, you keep your circle small. There's people that are really going to love you for who you are. And we've had this conversation, numerous times, because there's also going to be people, unfortunately, that take advantage of opportunities and like being around successful people. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you love doing that, we've had this conversation, with you multiple times about how you spend your money. If you know that people are out there, but it makes you happy and you're giving them something, but they're there because they're getting something. If that makes you happy, then so what? Who cares what everybody else thinks, right? I mean, that's the way you enjoy your spending your money.
I think the beauty of life is how you can adapt to different age groups.
How you can what?
Like I think my dad and my mom taught me the ability to hang out with a 30-year-old and a 50-year-old and a 40-year-old and a 60-year-old. I mean, I think that's the beauty of but I told you at the party, I was so frustrated at the end because the 25 to 30-year-olds, they want to party. You know what I mean? We're going to mention names. They're partying. I'm like, I got to go, man. They're throwing limes around lemons. I'm like, I got to go. I mean,
you're talking about your Friendsgiving.
Yeah, Friendsgiving.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, if you think back, I mean, we're, in our 50s, right now.
Well, by the way, it's not 50, it's 600 months.
Okay, well, we're in our 600th month, right? Months.
We don't do years anymore. We do months.
Okay, so we're God, that makes me sound older. I'm 600 months old.
It's a much bigger number now.
Yeah, right.
I know, maybe, but it seems like you call a kid. We talking on podcast last time. 12 months, 13 months, 14 months.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you get to an age where like 2.5 years. I think once you get to 2 years, you don't call them 24 or 25 months anymore.
Why? What happened?
It just stops. I don't know why.
Well, it ain't going to stop me anymore.
You know why? I'll tell you why. Because they don't make clothes in 25 months. They make clothes at 24 months. Right? So that's the reason why you stop calling at 25 months. There's no long. So like when you go shop for infants, they go to 24 months. Right? That's it. And then they cut it off. Then it goes to sizes 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's the reason why I stopped doing it.
Wow. Well,
you learned something.
Well, I don't know. If I went to a bar and I was in Vegas and I told some girl, hey, just so you know, how old are you? I go, 600 months. I think
she would be so confused, especially if she's in her 20s. She'd be so confused. Like, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I cannot wait.
Am I talking to Methuselah here, or am I talking to?
We'll see how good she is at math.
Right.
It's going to happen. I'm going to do it with somebody. I don't know where it's going to be, but they're going to, hey, how old are you? And usually you go, well, 45.
Well, 10 years, what, 120 months? Right?
Right. So you go, okay, you say,
20 years, 240,
say I lied, it didn't lie, and said, okay, I'm 720 months. Then you're like, oh, shit. But I think back to the months thing, you need to do it one time. Somebody asked you, just do the months one time.
Well, months is like inches. How many inches tall are you? You don't say I'm 64 inches.
But I'm saying you're 51 years old in a month, right? Mm-hmm. So you can say I'm 601 months.
So I think you start qualifying like in half years. I'm 53 and a half, right? I'm 53 and a quarter. Do it that way. It's just as good.
Well, I know. I just think it'd be funny because the kids. But I never had kids, so I don't know how to do it. It's coming through my phone like that. By the way, What is
coming through you're connected.
Yeah, it's coming
the dings.
Through. Well,
the dings.
We're going to hear these dings all day. So all the people chiming in on this conversation.
Chime in over there.
Well, welcome to Table Talk.
Hey, hit a button over there. Hit a button.
See, there it is. Perfect, right?
So back to
good timing.
Back to Friendsgiving.
There it was again.
The only thing I did learn, do you ever do a Friendsgiving?
We used to do, so for Thanksgiving when I was playing in the NFL, what we would do is we would go around the locker room and I'd make sure that everybody had a place to go. A lot of people, coming from, all different walks of life, all different areas. I remember as when I was in college, and I was so lucky to have really good friends that realized that I didn't have any place to go because I'm from Arizona. I was up in Seattle, Washington, and I didn't have the money to fly back and forth for holidays. My parents, we were one of 7. They were both hardworking people. So I was just stuck up there, and they would, go to the dorms and realize that I didn't have a place to go. So they were gracious enough and kind enough to take me in to their families and help me, with that. So I've kind of carried on that tradition, when I played in the NFL, and even now I coach high school football. I still try to make sure that everybody has a place to go for the holidays, because we all think of the holidays and Thanksgiving as a great time. Not everybody thinks of it that way, especially if you're lonely. And I remember what it's like being lonely because, in Christmas, when my first year in the Rose Bowl, we were in Pasadena, California, and I remember, I have a big family, so I was used to being home for the holidays and things like that. It was my first year. I was a little homesick, and sitting in the hotel room. Just kind of thinking to myself, I ordered a large pizza and watched bowl games all by myself. And I remember just sitting there crying because I was like, what's going on right now? I'm homesick. I don't have anybody around me.
No girls at all?
I mean, that's not what's going to make me happy. That wasn't going to make me, my family was going to make me happy.
I know you're a good looking guy back then. I'm sure you had
I mean, I wasn't
cheerleaders to your name.
Well, I wasn't trying to bring him to the hotel room at 18 years old, 19 years old.
Oh, by the way, I got to ask you something, because you're first person I saw in the NFL. So, talking to some of my former players, how does Pickens and CeeDee Lamb get out of the hotel to go out in Vegas till 5 in the morning? Because I thought
what are you talking about?
When they went out all night and then they got suspended. But in the NFL, I thought they put a security guard at each door.
They do. But Ron, there's so many stories of how you can get in and out of those securities. I remember I got a great story. A guy named Curtis Whitley, rest his soul, he's no longer with us, but he pulled one of the best pranks I've ever seen in my entire life. And we as young players, we look up to our elders and see, how we can get away with things and how we can do things. I remember in training camp, they have the security guard out there. You can make friends with him, but they have their job to do as well. If somebody goes and gets hurt and you're on their watch, they're going to get in trouble. But the guys decided to go out late one night, and we were coming back, and I'd got back on time because I was a young player, so I didn't want to
get in trouble.
I didn't want to buck the system.
Did you bunk somebody back when you were young? You can bunk. You had another.
Well, no, I had. Well, yeah, you had a roommate during training camp,
but big senior players didn't, right?
No, they had their own rooms.
Yeah, like 6 year.
Yeah, once you were there,
Pickens and Lamb have their own room.
Right,
Probably.
They had their own room. Right, there's no doubt about it. And it depends on what organization you're with.
Right.
But I remember Curtis, coming back, and all the doors were locked. It was probably an hour after curfew, and he didn't know what to do. He went to his window, tried to open it up, couldn't figure it out, and realized, okay, I can't do that. So he took all his clothes off by his room, laid them outside, walked around like he was sleepwalking, buck naked. Walked right past the security guard. If you're the security guard, what are you going to say? You're seeing a guy, he's sleepwalking in his sleep, buck naked. What are you going to say to him?
Oh, no.
You're not going to say a damn thing. You just let him keep walking. So that's the way he got in. And if they go ask him, Curtis, where the hell were you? I don't know. I was asleep in my room, buck naked.
Oh, wow.
So that's the way.
But Lamb and them, they knew the system.
There's, no matter what, Vegas, there's side rooms, there's escape hatches, there's a lot of different ways to get out if you want to get out. I mean, the security guards at front, they're there to make sure people don't come in. They're not there to watch people walk out. But Lamb and Pickens that night, I'm sure, went out and had a great time, or didn't come back on time and missed a curfew. Is more likely what happened, and we're out to probably 2-3 in the morning.
I remember when I was with
not later.
Wingate, we were in Seattle. We played the Knicks. I say we. Like Denny, when he raced, I say we.
Yeah.
We played the Knicks.
Yeah, you're part of the team.
Yeah, so we came in at 4 in the morning from Club Chaos, and it was a game next night.
NBA players have different rules than NFL players. There's a lot more lax with how they do things.
I'm going to tell you a story. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp were leaving at 4 a.m.
Oh, they were leaving.
They were going out at 4 a.m. And George Karl, I think it all depends on the coach, too.
That's right.
George Karl's like, those guys, Gary Payton and Sean, didn't ever have rules.
Right.
They didn't have to go through a walkthrough. There's always a walkthrough, Brent, in the NBA at 10 a.m., usually the next day. But they didn't have to. So they could stay out.
There's a shoot-around that they do.
Yeah. Walkthrough, kind of who you're to guard and all that bullshit.
Right.
So they didn't have to. But I'll never forget that. I was in the New York hotel. And those guys, hey, Ron, what's up? And I'm like, I was always that guy, too. Like, who in the hell is this guy?
Well,
I'm the agent.
There's different levels and different rules for everybody. I remember Mike Martz telling us the way I treat Kurt Warner is not going to be the way I treat everybody else. He's earned that right. When it comes to practice, if I decide to sit him and not practice him, that's up to me as the head coach. And you know what? Life isn't fair. So get used to it and expect it, because that's the way the world works.
But how you I think how your family brought you up is really a lot of character too. Maybe.
Well, yeah, of
I think
course.
good people stay in the room. Like I saw Nate Conley.
Yeah, you can still be a good person and want to go have fun though.
But Frank, Nate Conley's on. He's listening to us.
Yeah.
Nate is an agent, NL, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call it. But the point is, he's got these kids that come in, L.J. Smith at 18, 17.
That's the biggest headache I'm sure that Nate has to deal with, is the players that are bucking the system, because he's always trying to get them out of trouble. I guarantee it.
But the kids that had good families, I saw them, like L.J. It's a total difference than somebody that didn't. You say you met L.J. So my point is, I think of how you were brought up too. Like,
No doubt about that.
Like Pickens, there's a reason why the Steelers didn't want him, because Pickens is probably out to 6 in the morning all the time.
Yeah, maybe. And I don't know if that's a byproduct of him being brought up poorly or him making poor decisions.
Poor decisions.
Yeah, and I think they kind of coincide. I mean, you're going to feel some sort of loyalty towards your team.
He's my guy, though. I like Pickens because, what? I want to be out with 6 in the morning with him.
And guess
what?
what?
If I was his friend, I'd be like, where are we going?
He's probably a fun guy and wants to go out and have a great time.
And Lamb and him were probably having a good time. And
at the end of the day, if he's getting his job done and he's doing it at a high rate and he's still going out there and high-topping everybody and making plays, nobody cares if Michael Jordan's out till 4 in the morning and playing golf 36 holes the next day, having a couple of cigars and smoking and drinking drinks and having a couple beers. If he goes out and scores 36 or 42 and they win the game, who's going to say anything?
Well, it's like Pickens. They suspend them for one series.
One series.
Yeah.
Is that? I mean, what is that?
Right.
I mean, that's just. I have to punish him according to what the team rules say, but we're not really going to punish him because we need him if we want to win this game.
Right. So,
right? What lesson did he learn?
But we have to return something. So Friendsgiving. So
I get a break if I buck the system. I don't have to go play, and I still get to come in and win the game.
Well, I want to talk about Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
So when what I learned is, if you ever have it, I tell Brent to bring chocolate. You bring turkey.
Everybody, it's potluck.
Stuff. Well, the problem is they bring it for 5 people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's 18 people bringing food.
Well, we've also had that time where if he's going to bring it for the amount of people there, you're going to have so much food that
I learned. Well, bottom line, I had a lot of food. But the best story of the day was, so Todd came over and Mike Tuttle and people were next day. I said, "Oh, Bob, take it, take the food, take
right,
it." Right,
because it's going to spoil here.
Well, here I'm thinking, okay, well that night, right, Renee left to go whatever, see her kids, and I was by myself and blah blah blah, and I'm like, shit, there's no food left.
You're hungry.
There's no turkey. I gave it all away. There's not.
Damn it.
The only thing I had was like a dessert. Like Sherry brought desserts. They were so good.
So you don't ever save a little bit for yourself?
I thought, but I didn't know. Like then Renee told me there was turkey out in the refrigerator.
You need to manage your house better.
Well, I did think it's. Well, I need not be nice because Todd took this.
No. That's
Mike
stop
Tuttle
from
bought
not being nice.
$150 ham. It was this big. And so
fed probably 20 people.
Right. So I gave it to Todd.
The whole 20. The whole.
Wow. Whatever was left in there, I should have slivered some off for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't do that.
Well, that's your fault.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you. So if you have a Friendsgiving, I think there's a better way to do it than I'm doing.
What would you suggest?
Well, I think you just say, you know what I'm going to do? I own a restaurant. I'm going to do the food. You bring liquor because they drank all my liquor. And, which I'm fine with that. They're invited guests.
Right.
But just you bring a bottle of tequila, you bring a bottle of tequila, you bring a bottle of tequila.
Well, here's the way you curtail that, right? You have a booze party. What do they call it when everybody brings a bottle when you brand new open the house and everybody comes in and you celebrate, but you end up with the leftover booze.
Well, yeah, I get that.
And you get to stock your cupboard. Stock your cupboard. I think that's what they call it.
But now
stock
I'm not
your
drinking,
party.
so I get everybody else to drink. I get it, but
you don't drink at all.
No, not really. I haven't been drunk in
there's a difference between drinking and getting drunk.
No, I've drank like 3 drinks, maybe.
Okay.
But I'm fine with that. But now I'm getting more irritated when people get drunk around me.
Well, that's called age. What that's called.
No,
and we all get to the point where we become that grumpy old man. Get off my corner. What are you doing out there? You're watching what the neighbors are doing. You become, kind of the.
Oh, you do that? I don't.
No, I don't really do that.
Renee does. She watches our neighbor watch.
I could care less what people are doing with their time, as long as it's not affecting me.
Brian, what about you? You watch neighbors, or do you care? Or when you build your fence, is anybody looking at you or not?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, the one neighbor tried to shoot his wife, and he got off on ambient fence. My neighbor, did I tell you that?
No.
Mark, Charlie, great guy.
What kind of neighborhood you live in? You put bars on your doors and.
I'll tell you what I did that night.
I did remember this story.
I left a girl. It was back when I was a player, kind of, but not now, but
like last year.
Yeah. So there was somebody in my house already, and I wanted to meet somebody down at Red Rocks, and I came to meet that person with her friends, and then I bought them drinks, and I left. I came back, and there was 20 cop cars on the street
in your neighborhood.
I called 911. They said, non-emergency, hey.
Well, the cops are already there. What are you calling 911 for?
Well, I want to know what's going on. They said, just don't get near any windows. You been to my house?
There's too many cops. I'm going to call 911.
Right.
What?
I want to ask
Somebody knows what's going on here.
You call up.
Why don't you just drive over there and ask them?
Well, I probably should have, but I was like, you don't know who's doing what.
Right.
Right. I'm like, so he said, only thing I can tell you, sir, is don't be near any windows. I'm like, oh, shit. We got like 25 windows in my house. Everything is windows. Right. So I go to this girl. I said, hey,
we go up top to the
upstairs. So she brings.
That's a great way. Ron, you are a genius.
Yeah, well,
that's a great way to get the girl upstairs.
I was already in the doghouse, so it was for leaving.
Call 911 and let her know they just told us we have to go upstairs into the bedroom because not to be around the windows or there's something dangerous might happen. So I need to protect you upstairs in my bedroom.
Well, she brought a steak knife, thinking that that's going to help. But long story short, SWAT came into my house at 2 a.m. and said, hey.
SWAT came into your house?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Two SWAT guys go, hey, is there any way you can go anywhere else? I'm like, oh, shit, what is going on my street, right? It's a nice neighborhood. And so I said, it's funny because I'm in the doghouse for leaving. I'm not in a good situation at this point in time with this girl. I'm not really because I left the house. So then I go, can we go to your house? She goes, yeah, we went to her house. And then the next day, I find out the neighbor, I'm not sure what happened. I don't want to get into his story.
You don't want to speculate.
But it was him. I thought it was people running around the neighborhood. Oh, they were all in the yard everywhere. It was funny.
They surrounded him.
Well, he finally, I don't really, he apologized a year later and gave me a card.
Can you apologize for that? I'm sorry you had SWAT in your house.
Yeah.
My bad. I had 5,000 police officers surrounding your house.
Hey, but you know what? He was having a bad day, and I don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. When you go through situations, you don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
You don't know really what happened.
I understand.
So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the benefit of his. I thought I could have probably sued him for what happened.
Why? What were you suing for? What?
I definitely could have because the lawyer came to me.
For what?
For like
lack of sleep.
No, yeah.
Right. What are you suing him for? Punitive damages? I mean,
I had to move beds
your mental health?
I had to go to a different bed. I don't know. But I definitely could have. But the bottom line, I'm not that guy. But he, when he apologized no matter what, I thought it was good. He was good. Now he washes his car every day. I watch him. I don't think he ever works. He's a great guy. Always tells me when my pool's leaking, and he's a great guy.
So he watches over you too. So you become good neighbors after that.
Yeah, I never talked to any neighbors.
Did you ever?
It was a bonding moment.
Yeah, no, I see that. Have you ever asked him what happened?
No, I can't. I don't want to do it on a podcast. I'll tell you.
No. You don't have to give the details. Say, hey, buddy.
I don't.
Did he ever fill you in with what took place?
I knew what happened, but I don't
you knew
want
what happened.
I just don't think.
Okay. No. I'm not asking you to share.
I guess the big thing, Frank, that people get in situations that we don't really know about. That there's probably two sides of a story.
100%. There's always
right.
two sides to a story.
I think that for him to walk over, that was enough to me. Even though he thought the police were going to be at my house or something. I don't know. The first day I met him, his wife Marissa is funny.
Are they still married?
These friends came over at 4 a.m, but they went to their house, knocked on the door. So that's the first impression they had. Jason Sandwick, you remember him? That's the first impression they had of Ron.
Oh my gosh!
So it wasn't me. I was in bed.
Yeah.
They said, "Can I use your pool?" Back in the day, anybody could come over.
Right.
I said, "Go ahead," and they knocked on that door. So that's the first impression they had of me. But either way, neighbors are neighbors, and I respect him, and he washed his car. We should wash my car because he washes them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
he needs to stay busy, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have Christmas coming up. What are you gonna do for? What's your Christmas like? Anything
you know what?
good?
I'm to the point right now. I have a young son. He's 8.5
What's he
years
want for
old.
Christmas?
He wants a dirt bike, and I just had a conversation, believe it or not, with his mom. Over here, and ladies, women are going to be a little bit more cautious than guys are. Right? So I sent her, kind of a couple of different ideas of, what type of dirt bike it's going to be. And I don't want one of those gas ones. It's more like the electric one you can ride around. It looks more like a manly dirt bike, but it really isn't. It's more of like an electric bike that goes about 25 miles an hour max, maybe.
28.
Yeah, 28, depending on what voltage you get. I think this one was 32
They're riding
volts.
around in Burkdale right now.
Yeah.
It's a big problem here.
Yeah, I
They're
bet.
doing wheelies and
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and she goes, well, where is he going to ride it? I said, well, he's going to ride it around the neighborhood. She goes, well, you don't have, your yard's not big enough. Well, even when we were kids, we didn't ride our bikes in circles around the yard. We went and explored. We did things with our bikes. You have to give them the ability to do that. We just have to be careful. They didn't. At least we're going to put a helmet on him. We didn't even have helmets back in the day. We'd go do dangerous things without helmets. So she's just being a protective mom, which I understand. I'm trying to let him explore a little bit, which hopefully she will appreciate. And as long as kids are doing dangerous things that aren't dangerous and putting themselves in danger, I'm fine with that, right? Because that's the way they learn. As long as they're not going to the hospital every 2 minutes and they fall and they get hurt, they're going to learn. I can't do that or I'm going to get hurt. So they have
Frank,
to
I
do some dangerous things sometimes.
I have to tell you a story. It's not good with bikes. So when you grew up in Pittsburgh, you had a lot of coal mines, right? Mm-hmm. So at a young age, we went camping with a dad. I had a Suzuki 75, moved up to a Suzuki 125. And Brent, that's what you do, right? You do the motocross.
Yeah. And we got a bunch of bikes. So
I did.
My son got his first one when he was 3.
And
we
did he
told
get-
him,
that's right.
Take your training wheels off. We'll get you a dirt bike. So that's what we did.
Was your wife afraid of him getting hurt?
I think afraid, but she was all for him getting one, though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she was very supportive of that. And she knew that
Very much so.
And,
Sure.
and your job as dad is to go out there and teach and work and to show how to be responsible.
It's you could use this as a great bonding moment. You can educate on how vehicles work, how to put gas, change the
Responsibility,
oil.
yep.
You can't ride it until it's clean, things
That's
like
right.
that. So
That's right.
there's some good things to take
There's a lot
advantage
of
of
great
in there
things
for
about
sure.
that, 100%.
Well, let me so 16, I'll never forget it the rest of my life. But
You were 16 years old?
all the way to 16. I had one from
Okay.
probably 10 to 16. But my friend Brian Ritson, best basketball player, best baseball player, best everything athlete. Now, I'm 16, like first person that around me that died, but he skipped school that day and he flipped his bike. But the lesson to learn is no matter what, make sure he wears a helmet. He didn't have his helmet on, hit his head. I wouldn't even go to the hospital. But I stopped riding after that. But so I just think if you're, I agree with the wife a little bit, but
Yeah.
just make sure they're trained. Brent, you know it, that they're educated about wearing a
Well,
helmet
Ron,
and what
you're
to do.
never going to be able to prevent them from crazy things that are out of your control.
Right.
It's just like when you give a kid the keys to the car. You pray, you hope that you've taught them everything they need to know to be responsible. You've told them all the bad things that can happen. You warn them, you educate them, you do all the things, but eventually you're going to have to give the keys of the car to them to let them go drive. And I'm not saying you're going to be able to sleep, because you're not.
Right, but
you're still going to be worried to death until they get home. And I never really understood that. Neither did you. As kids, we don't understand that worry that our parents have of making sure that especially dad, that they're protected. So that doesn't ever go away. Even now, I worry about them. But at some point, I have to give up that worry and trust that I've taught them, how to be an adult, how to be responsible with those things. And that's the hard part.
I think the moral story is make sure they wear a helmet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And
I mean,
did you wear a helmet when you were a kid? No.
Yeah, I wore my helmet, but I always did.
You were the one.
No.
Did everybody make fun of you for wearing a helmet?
No. I think wearing Brian, you do it for a living, this motocross series, but
Well, you were on a motorcycle, not a.
Brian Ritson was a crazy kid. He was always the guy that's good at, like when I skydived. He's good at skydive. He was the kid that could do everything. He was the best athlete. And all my other friends probably were more conservative, but like we wore helmets, but he didn't. It was Brian Ritson. But I just never forget. That's so long ago. But my point is, I think training is so important with your kids. Say why, and so I think if I gave only lesson I'm teaching you. I had a thing at 8. We camped. I don't know if we camped.
Yeah,
we had a
camp,
camper, and we went. And my dad would take me to go motor, and I would do what Brent's doing. I would do the motocross stuff. But when he died, I never did it again. But my point is, he was the only kid really in the group that didn't wear a helmet. He was always that way. What do you see? Do you see people wearing helmets, Brent?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, now the ones on the streets, not so much. But, I mean, the ones that are doing it, I would say majority of the people that are riding are doing it responsible. And
if I had him, if I was his dad, and I said, no matter what, you have to wear a helmet as a kid, even on a bike. Because that's how, I know people do that too. Look at John Elway's friend was on the back of the golf cart, and John Elway's friend just fell and hit his head and died. My friend Raz, who fell and hit his curb, died 2 days later.
There's stories like that, unfortunately, way too many.
But you have a tool that you could give somebody. And I don't know, we're preaching right now today.
Well, yeah, no, but
the tool is you have to have a helmet in football. Unless back in the day, we played flag football without, right? My point is, I think that a kid riding a bike, as an adult, as a dad, say no matter what, you have to wear a helmet until you're of age to make that decision.
Ron, times have changed.
Is that true or not?
Yeah, times have changed so much. I remember, as a kid, I don't know how many times as a kid and as a young adult growing up, I've escaped death or serious injury. Right? Because the stupid crap that I would do as a kid, driving through parks without helmets, riding horses, you hear the horror stories of people falling off the back of a horse and getting paralyzed with Christopher Reeves, doing that, just riding a horse, climbing, a mountain, slipping, falling, going backwards, breaking their neck, dying, things of that nature. I had a family member that had that happen to him, but it doesn't prevent me from going and climbing rocks. It doesn't prevent me from riding horses. It doesn't stop me from, driving my car. If we're worried about all the bad things that are going to happen with our lives, we're never going to live.
Well, but what I think we're debating something different. You have a choice to tell your son or whoever to wear a helmet.
I have a.
That's all. That's all I say. That in learning from what I've seen in my life, being older than most people, whether you're a kid or not, you have the ability to say, "Look, I'll get you a motor, but you have to wear a helmet, no matter what."
Yeah.
I don't care if every other kid does it. As a dad, seeing what I've seen in my life, being older. I'm, 600 months old.
Well, I grew up around guns, right? And my dad taught me how to respect the power of a gun. Showed me what they did.
Right.
We went hunting. We've killed animals. We've seen what guns are capable of doing. We know how dangerous they are. I know how to be safe with them. So my responsibility is to teach my son safety, gun safety, and to show him what these things are capable of so that he respects their power.
Right.
People are so afraid of guns and things because they've never experienced them and they've never been taught how to do those things. And you're right. I mean, I have a responsibility to my son to teach them what safety
you
looks
can do
like.
whatever you want.
No, you're right though. I mean, if it's a proven fact that wearing a helmet is going to prevent serious injury or death, yeah, you should wear a helmet. It's like seatbelts. That's the reason why we're required to wear seatbelts. You didn't have to used to wear them. Right? We used to ride in the back of pickup trucks going 40 miles down dirt roads, right? And in highways. I remember as kids sitting in the back of my dad's camper, and us getting in an accident and throwing us all. I mean, we didn't know what we didn't know. And now that we have more technology, we have more responsibility to teach those things. So you're right.
The e-bikes are scary because I see it here. I had one, and I almost, when I made a left I went right to the neighbor's yard. I mean, going like 28 miles an hour. They're fast, dude. Like, you don't realize on a bike how fast you're going.
Yeah, there's an issue with them. I mean, kids are getting hurt. There's not the training. They're not being responsible. They don't know the rules of the road, which gets them in more trouble and things like that.
I think the problem is not the kids, it's the parents. They're not educating and teaching them and holding them accountable.
They're at an age to where someone needs to educate them, and there's no one there to educate them.
But I mean, and going back to what you said about like guys like Plexico, or not Plexico, but
same guy.
But
I'm on Plexico too. He's good people.
Why is it important to have dad in the house? Right, because they teach the structure and the discipline, and they fear that authority. Right. So, I mean, it's important to have that father figure in somebody's life, especially young boys, to be able to help mentor them into doing responsible, smart things. It's one of the reasons why I coach. I love coaching because I try to help these young kids. So somewhere down the road, if they run into an issue or trouble, they can always refer back to that time Coach Garcia said, do the right thing, right? Do it correctly, do it properly, right? And that's going to be ingrained in their head so that, when push comes to shove or when they fail, they're going to be able to, get back up and go do those things. I feel like, nowadays, unfortunately, us as fathers, we don't really step into that role as much. We leave it up to other people to help educate or to teach, and we're not playing a big enough role in our kids' lives.
Yeah, I think the moral of the story is just to make sure that, because they have a story about Burkdale. Burkdale's been happening. But this guy called me, he's making the news. I'm like,
Ron, you would be a good dad, by the way.
But yeah, I know. I wish I'd have had that opportunity, but maybe down the road. But kids are riding bikes in here, but I get it. I mean, I did
No. There's a lot of people, I'm sure, that called you daddy, but you'd be a good dad.
Yeah, sugar no daddy, my hat. I thought, you
would be a good dad, not daddy.
Ronnie Hassett, we never put that online, but we hired that person. I think she already quit, but I think my girl already quit.
It seems like it has been a little MIA.
The girl I hired, but sugar no daddy.
That was making all the hats?
No, we're having a situation with my companies right now. Maybe I don't pay enough. I don't know. Maybe I fall in love.
Give her your tickets to the Hornets game.
Yeah,
maybe that'll solve it.
But no, I think Christmas. So I have people to ask, what do you want for Christmas? Right? I'm like 2 legs.
You want your health,
right? At a different age, health and wealth.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I'm trying to think, what do I want? I'm like.
See, this is a problem.
You can't say I get everything because there are some.
No. This is a problem for shopping for somebody that you think has everything they need, right? What do you get them, right? And that's the question.
What would you want?
You know what? I'm at that age where I don't want anything.
I know. What would you want?
I aged out of that probably 20 years ago, right? When you get to be an adult, you stop wanting. And
what if I give you a $500 gift card to Men's Club?
No.
Right. No,
I'd rather have it to Red Rocks.
Because 20 years ago you would.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I would have been happier than pigs and shit.
Right. Sunset Club.
Right. I mean, I'd have been happier. Cigars.
MJ, they were going to. They want to go to Cigar Club.
Yeah.
Because they're in town for that court case, and I'm like, God, what are you doing Sunset Club? Like Sunset Club was the
place to be.
Yes, right.
That was the place to be.
We had a cigar club, right? That's how we were partners together in a cigar club.
Right.
Yeah.
But
played a lot of golf together.
Like, I don't know what to say. Like, what do you want? I'm like, a new pair of tennis shoes for sure. Okay. The right ones that fit.
What size are you?
10. But I have to have the wide. I have to make sure they fit right.
Again, that's the problem. Shopping for a guy that's so particular is like, if you give him a size 10, he's going to go trade him in for something he likes, and that's fine. So for me, it's more about the gesture. I like giving more than I like getting, and I know you do too. You like getting.
I like getting. I'll be honest. I like getting.
You like getting.
It's funny. I like getting. It could be a Twinkie. It could be a Swedish fish. It doesn't have to be a lot. The $5 gift is more important to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's like. I
bought you a massage gun.
Yes.
A couple years ago. I don't know if you even used it.
Yeah, I did, and then
probably gave it away.
But they bought me a Toomey bag, and I'm like, I like the not that it was Toomey. I said, what do you want? I said, smaller bag. So when if I have to use 2 crutches, I can put something like Toomey bag.
Like a backpack.
Yeah, so he bought me that, and I thought it was a great gift.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
Something I would use.
Very thoughtful.
He thought about it.
Yep.
He knew what he wanted, and I think, like for like some of my friends like Denny, what do you get him? Well, he likes to fish right now. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, okay, what can I get him? Because we do that gift exchange coming up.
I got a great idea.
What's that?
A fishing trip.
Yeah, there you go.
Something that you can go out there and do with them. Right?
Oh,
you get on a boat. You don't have to necessarily fish, but you go out on a charter boat. You go to Charleston. You go out deep sea fishing, 20 miles.
So I'll tell you what. The only thing I don't like doing is fishing. Like,
you don't have to fish.
But I tell you what I'll do. I'll stay at the hotel and drink cognac or something.
No, you go on the boat, Ron. You got to get a big enough boat. You go on there. You can hire all. You can bring all the girls you want on there.
You know what it does? So, Frank, you go ooh.
Oh, you don't like the seasickness?
Oh, no.
My dad
caught
I'm with you on that.
Like, why do I want to? Like I love everybody's fishes.
Does he like what kind of fishing does he like?
I don't.
Trout fishing?
Right now they're doing bass, but I like what you're saying. I get it. What I'm saying is like I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
What you're saying is some type of gift like that. But if you gave me give me one thing you don't want to do. Sport-wise, Brent, you can answer that question too. Is there anything you say I'm not doing?
100%.
I tell you what. My sister got me. This is what started with gifts, by the way. I brought my mother. I picked it out. This chain. It was $600, Tiffany's, and she.
You thought it was beautiful.
I was like, man, this is a great gift. I'm like, she goes, oh, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, I really don't like it. And I'm like,
I like gold, not silver.
So my sister got me a Field and Stream shirt. Okay, and I'm like, when's the last time you see me in this shirt is for hunters. When's the last time you know it? Did you already know me? But
she got it with a free prescription from our magazine.
I love her, and what I said, thank you. But every year since I've kind of hinted,
I
get the best gifts from them now. They got me a gift for my birthday. It was pictures of me and my dad and my family, and it rotates around.
Great.
That is $1 million.
That's
gift.
$1 million. That's a sentimental gift that you can't put a value
It's funny how age.
I have the greatest idea in the world. You want to get rid of those paintings? Start giving them away. Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I know you want one, but where are you going to put it?
I'll find a spot. $5,000. I'll find a spot.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
It might end up in an auction on eBay somewhere, but I'll find a spot for it.
Next time you're on, we're going to put that damn thing in the back.
Right.
We're going to try to sell that damn thing.
Yeah, I mean, gifts are kind of what I'm not giving my kids this Christmas a lot of monetary things. I'm buying experiences. We're going to California. Yeah. We're going to take a trip. We're going to spend some quality time together. They love going on a plane. We're going to my sister's place in California, so they get some family time to get to see their family. They don't get to see very often. We're going to go on we'll go to the ocean. I think we're going to go to SeaWorld, and we're not even going to Disneyland. We've been to Disneyland plenty of times, and once you go once or twice, you've been a million times. So we're going to go do some things that they haven't done. We might go to Sequoias. We might take a little drive. Do something like that. Oh, look at this thing. Is this a Christmas Christini? Pistachio martini. Let me I'm gonna have to try that thing out. I don't have football today. We're done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, the pistachio martini.
What? So
look at she's so cute
thanks,
and hot.
Katie.
My watch unbuckled.
Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. So experiences are good. I think friendship is there's just so much. We do the $500 gift exchange.
Look at that. That's a great Christmas pistachio martini. It's a great Christmas drink. Very festive. You need a little red there on the top.
I thought a Twinkie, but
a Twinkie. That would work too.
Right there with a big
pistachio
and then a Twinkie.
And a Twinkie.
Twinkie.
I don't know if that's a great idea.
Well, I know, but I'm just trying to. I told.
Let's move that table talk out of the way so we can see it.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Can we see it now?
Now we can.
That's going to be for Christmas. Red Rocks is on its game there.
Yeah, I was.
I don't know if you heard about what we did with this. You haven't heard because I'm sure you listen to every podcast.
I do.
But
I listen to all your podcasts. You guys do a great job.
Denny has gift cards he hasn't used in 20 years, 78 of them. So we bought them from him. There's 4 of us that bought
the gift cards to Red Rocks?
To whatever. We don't know where they're from. Bed Bath & Beyond. It could be...
Yeah, I think most of them are Bed Bath & Beyond and Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Maybe Mervyn's.
For Danny?
No, probably something big. So we decided that we, as a group, we'd collaborate and we were going to have so we bought... So it's going to be on the.
Did
podcast.
You have an auction for them?
Now,
because there might be like a monetary value. I mean, they might have like over a cumulative effect of like $10,000. You buy them for like $500. It's a great deal.
We can't. But we're going to put them in the table and randomly draw, and then each one of you don't know.
So you do a great. You do something that I think is incredible with your friends. It's like a gift exchange.
Yeah, that gift exchange is price.
Yeah,
and to get the problem is you got to say, look,
you have to put a cap on it.
It's a $350 minimum, but to be honest with you better bring a $500 gift.
You'll get made fun of.
Right, like our poor Kevin, he brought 2 pairs of sunglasses, Ray-Ban, whatever, they were $500.
Yeah,
I buy this watch every year. It's like $600. They're like, I mean,
nobody's wearing. See, your friends are not going to wear a $600 watch.
No, I'm saying it's a good sports watch.
They're going to give that away. Am I wrong?
No,
If you have a $600 watch and they have $12,000 or $20,000 watches, I'm sorry, they're just not wear this. It's a nice gesture, but
I wear it. They're going to
give that to their kids.
It's a good gift, and I think the Louis Vuitton wallet. Bottom line is, if you do, whoever gets the worst gets $20 from everybody. So you get your sport. We vote, so you don't want to get roasted. So I got to be careful who I invite because I don't want to insult them. So like when Scotty, like there's some people I don't want to shouldn't mention names. So we always say, hey,
as he just said his name.
Well, Scotty, if you're at the beginning, now he's making a lot of money. He's got a lot of rental houses. But I would say, hey, do me a favor. Here, I'll buy your gift. That way, you know what I mean? Like
you're a very giving person, and you understand that not everybody has. Yes, I understand.
Right, so you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But you don't want to come
You help them out.
You don't want to come with,
Let me give you a great idea.
Okay, give me an example. Eric and Robin. Eric, Robin's husband, had a gold coin. I don't know what it's worth. I don't care what it's worth, but I got this gold coin in the box.
Like real gold.
I don't know if it's a $500 value. I don't know what it went up. It's in a box.
It's a collector's coin.
A collector's coin. I don't know what it is, but I thought it was a cool gift. But a lot of people probably didn't think it was a cool gift.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the eye of the beholder. And I think the gift. The problem is, what are we gonna do? Buy a $100 gift? Come on, man.
So I have a autographed signed helmet from all the original Panthers. I don't know what it's worth, but if I brought that to a gift exchange, would I get laughed out of there?
I don't think people would want that, but yeah.
An autographed Panthers helmet from the 1995 inaugural season with Sam Mills and Wesley Walls and all the. Nobody would want that in your group?
I think Michael Ransom would. I think Michael Ransom. I think there's always one person that would want it.
Okay. So.
Like, I tell you what's funny. I let Kevin have it, but he got the driver's suit signed by Denny Hamlin.
Yeah.
And I know how much the real value of a driver's suit is. Denny wasn't going to come in. It's $2,000 just for the driver's suit itself.
But it didn't cost Denny anything.
I know, but that value of that gift is a lot, a lot.
Well, I mean, the value of that helmet is probably $2,500.
Well, I would say
in auction.
I'd say the eye of the beholder is what it is. So that gold coin, 5-10 people probably didn't want it, but I wanted it.
Yeah.
You're doing a switcheroonie, so you get.
You can trade if you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you like your gift, then how can you protect it?
Hey, I'll tell you a funny story, Jay.
Well, hold on.
I would think that you would say, no, I don't want to trade.
No, you have to trade. You get 2 picks.
See?
Once it's traded around 3 times, you're done.
You're done. You're frozen.
You're frozen. You got to get the third time.
I want to know the rules before I get invited to this thing.
I mean, the gun thing, some people bring a gun, that's scary. Usually a gun. Usually,
well, I would want that.
Yeah, a gun goes pretty good. One year, Charlie bought a video game, which I didn't think would go good at all, and that was the number.
Doesn't he do something with video games?
No.
Oh, he just brought a video game.
No, yeah.
Oh, like an arcade video game.
Yeah, it was $700.
Like Pac-Man or something like that.
But you get laughed out. It's fun.
I got a great gift idea for you.
What's that?
It's going to probably cost you anywhere between probably $600 and $1,200.
What is it?
It's a Louis Vuitton backpack for guys.
Yeah.
Just like what you have, right? You have a backpack.
See, that would go good, and it'd be
like some sort of travel case.
Hey, real quick,
guys, that black Louis Vuitton, that manly look. People are digging that now.
No, but what's going to happen is you could get the best gift. What you're going to get, if there's 15, 20 people, 20 or 30 or whatever I decide, you're going to get that back, in a way.
I would love to have that.
Right,
I would buy that for myself.
Yeah,
but it's something I'm just not.
Well, where can I get a fake? Like, is there any way?
Yeah. I mean, you can pass those knockoffs online all the time. I got a great spot for you.
Right.
What's the difference, right?
If I wore a watch, if any watch I wear, I think they're going to think it's a good watch.
That's a good watch, a Hublot.
Oh, Hublot is a great watch.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice and heavy and everything like that. It looks like I've taken this into a Hublot store. Right? I don't know if am I pronouncing that right? Hublot?
I have no idea.
Hublot.
Yeah, it's the racing car. I mean, race. I've taken that into a actual Hublot store, and they couldn't tell the difference. This watch cost me like $500. Right. So I can get you knockoff watches all you want. This watch retail is probably $7,500.
Right. I think. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the party doing that. I was just kind of joking, but yeah. Yeah. I mean,
is he joking?
No, I wouldn't.
Times are tough for Red Rocks.
Now I'm bringing a jeweler.
No, I mean, these guys, this is what happens. They really do. They're eBaying as soon as you get that gift. They're online to see how much it is. Like, if you bring Edgy.
I thought it wasn't supposed to be about the money.
Look.
But it turns to be about the money. It's always about the money.
No, I mean, if you. What do we do? $100 gift card? Like, okay, the Dick's? Yeah. I don't really want it. If it's up to me, it used to be just the guys. which I like.
Well, why don't you keep it that?
Because then the wives are like, what y'all do?
They can have their own thing. I mean, you don't ask to go to the hair salon with them.
Next year, I think I'm going to just do the guys and girls go to maybe one of my friends' houses.
Have them go to a spa or give them a day or something.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you get married, you have to realize the times you go play golf, you have to make the equal amount of time for her to go do something that's going to be about the same amount of time. That's a spa day or something like that. So if you go on vacation, you want to play golf, you have to make sure that you plan a spa day for your wife. That way it's equal, opportunity, equal loss, equal time, and they're not mad at you. You've given them something nice, and you get to go do what you want. You got to learn how to do that.
Hey, I have to tell you a funny story. This guy's texting me. I can't say who. He wants to set up a girl, but
you're a pimp now?
No, but he has no chance.
Ron the pimp?
No, he has no chance. I'm trying to tell him, like, I finally told him, you have no chance. Like,
hopefully he's watching, so then you don't have to text him this.
No, like, he has no chance. Like,
with who?
I can't say.
No, so I'm not asking who the guy is. He's wanting you to set up with a certain girl?
Yeah, but he has no chance. Like, he talked to her. She said she's not on social media. I'm on her social media. And, you know what I mean?
There's enough hints out there, but he's not getting them.
He's giving her the run. She's giving him the runaround, and he's not getting the hints.
No, she has a boyfriend. I tried to tell her, like, she has a boyfriend.
She legitimately has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
That should be the end of it.
Right.
If the guy, if he's...
He's not giving up.
He's not giving up. He must really think she's hot.
But, I mean, you throw a dart at a dartboard, maybe you hit it. I've done it. I've been with... I've overachieved.
I've never tried to be that guy. Even though I've been that guy, unfortunately, once or twice. Right? I've never tried to be that guy. Sometimes things just work out, but there's mutual interest involved. I'm not going and chasing somebody that is married or that has a girlfriend. Right? You won't want that done to you.
No.
It's kind of like guy code.
Especially
does he know the guy?
No, I just kept saying, he's on all these sides. It's just funny because, like,
does he know who her girl,
and he
her
gets
boyfriend
a lot of
is?
girls, different styles.
Yeah.
But, like, not that style. But, like, I'm like...
I tell you, there's a great site for him. Not Bumble. What's the other one?
Tinder?
Tinder. Send him to Tinder.
Well, I mean, you could go on it.
You're not his pimp.
He's got no... Look, I love the guy. He's got no game. I mean...
Send him to Tinder. You don't have to have game on there. Just reach out and say, hey, listen, let's go meet here and have coffee.
He's got all those sites.
Catfish him.
He's got
Put some big muscular guy out there.
AI.
Yeah, AI.
I just have to laugh because he keeps saying
they do it to us all the time.
I finally
Why not?
said,
return the favor.
Look,
Filters.
He said, I'm determined. So weren't you when you went to business? like, that's funny.
What? Say it again.
He said, I said, you have no chance. I just want to get over it. I told him this morning he'd get a girlfriend.
Yeah. She has a boyfriend.
I'm determined. He goes, he emailed her a work email.
So he's stalking her now.
Yeah. He goes, so weren't you
Restraining
when you went
order
to business?
for Christmas. I see it. I see it in the works already.
I mean, like me, I get it. But if you don't throw a dart at a dartboard, you're not going to hit the board.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. We've all been rejected. How many times do you have to be rejected before you get the hint and say, you know what? This just isn't going to be. We can be friends maybe. Hopefully I can be nice to her, but she's not interested. I mean, at some point you have to have enough pride in yourself to say, I've shot my shot. I've done what I can do. And maybe somewhere down the road.
You know the best thing you can do with a girl if you really want to know? You get them drunk.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you will know whether they like you or not because they're all...
Can we scratch this part of the show? We're not going to start roofing people and getting them drunk.
I said,
who are you, Bill Cosby?
No, girl, I mean, one time we drank champagne and Red Bull. And I'm like, you know what?
Everybody's walls come down when you've been drinking, of course.
Right. No, I'm not talking.
But do you want that type of girl that's going to be like, you look like a 10 at 2, but a 2 at 10.
Well, I've always been that guy. I mean, but when you wake up, I can't talk to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to run about. In fact,
I'm not going to.
I lock him in. Hey, doors are locked.
I don't know. This might be the best podcast you've ever done. Dating advice with Ron Herbert.
We need to get that. I want to do the rose ceremony here one time.
I'm going to tell you what. You want to hit a home run with a podcast. That's your niche right there. Dating advice by Ron Herbert.
Yeah, we
get them drunk.
Yeah.
Spin-off show is already in the works.
Throw darts to the dartboard.
Spend thousands of dollars on them. All right? AI the crap out of yourself and never give up. And never give up. That's the motto.
Yeah, well,
they'll be piling in.
No, when they come in,
they'll be piling in.
So when SWAT team comes to your house and you got to take them upstairs.
Maybe they work for me. I thought they were for somebody else.
Hire a SWAT team, call 911, have them come to your house. I mean, you got all sorts of great advice.
Well, that's why I'm not married at my age. You know, why did you get married? I'm like, well, the locks work. When I stopped locking the doors, that's when they left me.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's a great show.
Well, we've talked a while today, but can you hit a button or two? No, not that one. Hit another button. Oh, there you go. So, Frank, what do you got? Anything left, Brett?
No. Nothing to add. Nothing to add on this one.
This is not a clip, by the way. By the way, this is not a clip.
How to stalk your girl in 10 minutes or less.
Oh my God.
More advice coming next Tuesday.
I can't wait.
How to chase your girl away. I'll keep you posted on my friend.
Right. Oh, I hope he's not ending up in a jail or having the SWAT team called on him.
I don't know. I think something's going to happen. I like the music while we're talking.
That's perfect.
Wow, this is like Michael started that. Where is Michael, by the way? God, he just left.
MIA also.
We love that.
He was afraid of what might happen.
We love that.
He knew. He saw the trajectory of where this was going, and he wanted to stay married. I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, you can't talk about the stuff we talk about sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that's.
You know what's funny? The last thing we were saying, but Chrissy used to come. His wife, she stopped showing up too. She's like, "Shit, I don't want to hear what he says. I'm not going to listen." Yeah.
Please do not listen to this man. He will get you arrested. He will have a restraining order against you. He will have the SWAT team over at our house at 2 a.m.
My mom said to me, "You got to be careful what you say." Like, Mom, it's a podcast. Like some stuff I just say.
So your mom's listened.
Oh yeah.
What does she think?
She thinks that just be careful what I say. Because I said, Mom, half the stuff doesn't have to be really. It could be,
no. That's.
You think it has to be truthful all the time? No, it could be.
I think a podcast. The way I did my show, and I had to be a little bit more careful with the FCC, right? Is it FCA, FCC? FCC, and what we said when I was on radio, but on a podcast, this should be who you are, right? I mean, it should be 1,000%
a lot of opinions.
Organic opinions.
Like your show is all about sports suits.
Yeah, I want it to be more organic, right? I've tried to integrate that into our show, Suit Up Sports, but it's pretty black and white. Talking about sports, we could have done that all day today, and it would have been interesting. But it's not going to be fun. As fun as what this was. This was a lot of fun. Right. I enjoyed this.
We're here to give you your fix of that.
Yeah, that's.
Well, now we can hit the button because it's time.
The red one.
Yeah, yep. He's run out of things to say.
No, I got a lot.
He's afraid what's coming out next.
No, the good thing is we missed. I mean, well, we can talk to my friend, but he's still texting me.
Yeah. Any more advice?
Travis Kelce went to her concert. And he had no chance of meeting her.
Oh, well, she's that hot.
So now he's
who is this girl?
Now he's comparing himself.
Is this girl worth billions?
Yeah.
No, I mean he just compared himself to Travis Kelce. Yeah.
Well, I mean, some people, they think highly of themselves.
We need to get the dartboard, put a bunch of girls around there, and I throw a dart, and that's
close his eyes,
and go, okay, that's who I'm going after. I got no problem. I mean, I think, I mean, you gotta. To win, I like what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
The music went off again. We're trying to leave. We did have more topics, but we're going to talk about it next time. See, I do.
I'll come back anytime, Ron. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, I mean,
I felt like this was like a good escape for the day. We talked a little father stuff. We talked some good advice. We gave
football.
A little football, just a little football. Talked about the Panthers.
As we should.
Well, we always pivot. We don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we
never know what this is going on. But that's the way a podcast should be.
When you leave here now, when you see those, because you're probably not going to take the toll road, but if you take the toll road,
it's not going to be enough traffic.
How much money am I worth? Like you see the people in the cars. Now, I think a lot of people at Toll Road don't take it because they don't know they can.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if there's a bunch of red lights on the right side and then traffic looks like it's not going anywhere, I'm jumping left.
I'll Venmo you too.
I'm jumping left.
Hey, if it gets, tell me how much your bill
I want a piece of red velvet. My time is worth a piece of red velvet cake. And
well, we don't have red velvet, apple caramel. We don't have it right now, red velvet.
What?
We sold out yesterday.
Oh my gosh, where's your bakers?
I don't know, they quit.
You need to get. You're not paying them enough.
Going on.
Send them to a game and get their butts back in the kitchen to make some red
I think
velvet.
the art should be every week. We should give.
There you go.
Every week, unless there's.
I want a piece of art. I want a red velvet cake, and I want a gift certificate to Red Rocks. That's my time. That's what my hour and a half has been worth today.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think that would be, well, I'm going to give you a piece of art for sure. And I want to see.
Everybody can't give me the red velvet cake.
No.
Well, I guess we'll sign off again. Okay, thanks for listening today. It's time to go. End it live.
Yep.
Table talk. Table talk.
Ron, it's another fantastic evening at Red Rocks. I love coming to your restaurant. The friendly service, the atmosphere, this place has it all.
Well, we have something for everyone, Mike. We can have a steak, we have pasta, we have seafood, we have a kids menu. We have everything you need.
Well, thanks, Ron. Really appreciate you.
Red Rocks Cafe, newly renovated. Your complete dining experience.
Hey, Austin.
Hey guys, mind if I sit with you?
Absolutely.
What should I do with this?
Put it over there by my two.